I was heading back from a local walk along the river recently and I noticed a huge amount of rubbish lying on the ground. Now, some of this had actually washed up from the river during some recent flooding due to huge amounts of rain, but some of it had very clearly been left behind by people walking the trails. Now that makes me very, very sad. Littering is not acceptable in any way. As a person who loves nature, hence why I'm an outdoor photographer, I think caring about the environment goes alongside my appreciation for the outdoors. This inspired me to do a video today about some ways you can be a little more eco-friendly when it comes to those days out on location. I saw far too many plastic bottles by the river, and I'm sure the majority of you already own some kind of reusable water bottle. And there are so many different types. You can get them with filters inside. Some of them maintain the temperature of your liquid, depending whether it's hot or cold, but these can be used again and again. On long days out, especially if you are hiking or doing lots of walking, hydration is very important. And I know some countries you cannot drink tap water. So if you do have to use a plastic bottle, then I advise you to follow the rule of leaving a location exactly how you found it. Throw that bottle on the floor and I will personally come and find you. I'll find you. I hate being cold, and in winter sometimes the gloves just don't quite cut it for me. I have really, really bad hand circulation. And taking gloves off to access camera settings, my hands just die. And I used to use those hand hot packs that you shake to activate the heat. I always thought it was such a shame because they were one-time use and then you would throw them away. So this winter, I found out that this exists. Now this is a USB charged hand warmer. There are 3 different heat settings and this also can be doubled up as a power bank. Now I don't have to feel quite so guilty about having warm hands. This just slips into my pocket and I can turn this on and off whenever I decide I need to use it. Speaking of USB charging, in this nifty little case is a head torch that charges via USB instead of batteries. If I'm hiking late at night or doing some kind of late night shooting, then I actually generally use the torch on my phone, but sometimes you need both hands free and a head torch is a perfect solution. With this, I don't have to throw away batteries once they've run out. I don't have to carry spare batteries around with me. It is exactly like charging a phone or a camera battery. And this also, it's not quite on my head right, turns on and off by a sensor. If you already own a head torch or some other kind of torch that takes batteries, then I do recommend that you think about using rechargeable batteries. These are much more environmentally friendly than disposable ones, and I've actually heard that they last a lot longer as well. If you're out on a long shoot, you may end up taking some food or snacks with you. Reusable containers keep your food and your waste in one place. They encourage you to make healthier decisions in making your own food instead of buying pre-made processed crap. And there's no packaging. These are quite bulky though. These aren't that easy to just pop into the top of a camera bag. So instead I have these reusable Ziploc bags. These can be washed and used again and again. These are perfect for snacks or sandwiches. You can even put liquid in here or even put your waste back inside if you do end up with some rubbish that you can then keep away from your camera gear until you have the chance to recycle it properly or throw it away. Following the rule, leave a location exactly how you found it and take your rubbish home. Depending what you're having for lunch, you might need some utensils. I hate plastic utensils so much. You can get travel-sized, reusable, environmentally friendly utensils, such as these. And there are so many different styles. These are made from bamboo. There's a knife and fork and a spoon and even a straw. with a straw cleaner inside, and it all wraps in a washable little cloth case that I can then just pop into a bag. Of course, you can use your own utensils from home. You can pop them into a reusable bag or buy a little utensil container to keep them away from your camera gear. You don't want to get any sketchy on your lenses. I use this eco spray to clean my monitors, my camera LCD, my phone screen, even my glasses with. It contains no harsh or toxic chemicals. It also comes with a cloth that can be washed and used again and again. I've been using this for a while, and I recently bought another one because I ran out of this, but I also lost my cloth. And this one is actually quite large. It's larger than my previous one. This is much better than those one-time use wipes, baby wipes, and this cloth isn't too bad actually at dusting my lenses off on location. The next two are on a similar theme, again to avoid one-time wipes or tissues, but in those times where you may need to dry off or clean yourself or your gear. I have my microfiber towel. It is quick dry, comes in a little case to keep it nice and tidy. I can pop this in the bottom of a bag or in my car boot. I tend to use it more often as my travel towel, but it is useful in all sorts of situations. To stay clean, I always have some kind of hand sanitizer or cleaning spray or liquid with me in refillable bottles to avoid plastic bottle and packaging consumption. One-time wipes and certain tissues are not biodegradable, and they can pollute water and destroy wildlife habitats if not thrown away in the proper way. Number 9, we are constantly using electronic products, whether we are charging our camera batteries or editing a video or an image on a computer or a monitor. Making sure that everything is turned off when you are not using it is going to save power and maybe even reduce your electricity bill. My vlog camera charger tells me when my batteries have finished charging so that I can immediately unplug it and turn that switch off. And lastly, buying, recycling, or selling used gear. If you have working gear that you don't need or use anymore, then sell it, donate it, pass it on to somebody else who will be able to use it. If you're looking for a new lens or a new piece of equipment, then consider a second-hand product. In reusing something, we are diverting that product from ending up in landfill, which is going to help the environment. I know naturally we're going to be a little picky about used second-hand gear as we want our products to be in good condition and usable, but take a look when shopping around, as you might find a bargain and save a bit of money. So those are my 10 tips for eco-friendly photography. If you have any great tips for environmentally friendly photography, then please feel free to pop them in the comment section down below for others and myself to see. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.